Hello everyone, welcome back to Mr. Rotomeyer's Neighborhood. It's been a while since I've done my last webcast, and I thought it was a good time for us to talk a little bit about assessment. It's hard to believe we've started the fourth quarter, and of course you know with the fourth quarter comes our assessment season. I'm actually sitting in front of our Center for Teaching and Learning. This is a web page that's located on our district website. Under district, you go to the district tab and go find the Center for Teaching and Learning, and it brings you to this page. And it's got information for you as parents on everything from what our standards are, to what curriculum we use, to our assessment calendar and our assessment schedule, not only for the elementary school but also for the middle and high school, along with information on standards-based grading that we've been talking a lot about here recently also. So it's a great resource, and I encourage all of you to check it out. So as I said, as we enter this assessment season, I thought it would be wise for us to talk a little bit about the who, what, where, when, and why around assessments. So let's talk first a little bit about the what. When we talk about assessment, we have different kinds of assessments that we administer. We have formative assessments. Formative assessments are short, quick assessments that our teachers do in the classroom to check for learning after a particular lesson that is taught, each hour at the end of each day. We have summative assessments. Summative assessments are at the end of a chapter, at the end of a unit, to measure learning over the course of a week or over the course of a couple weeks to see again what kids have learned and retained. And then we have standardized assessments. These kinds of assessments you might be familiar with acronyms such as AIMS-Web or MAP, NWEA, MCA, and BAS. Those standardized assessments typically are taken once or twice a year, and again are normed not just for the kids here at Byron, but kids throughout the state of Minnesota or for kids throughout our entire country. Now, why do we take all of these assessments? Great question. Well, the business of our business certainly is learning, and in order for us to measure what kids are learning, it's important that we have assessments that measure different pieces to that learning process. Again, the formative, the summative, the standardized assessments that we take. They each play a different role, and all of those assessments, our teachers, myself, our other administrators, our school board, all use to determine whether or not we're making the kind of progress and the kind of growth we want to see in our school district. So who takes these kinds of assessments? Well, all of our K4, K12 kids take different kinds of assessments at different times of the year for different reasons, and certainly they're all developmentally appropriate. Again, at the elementary level, our kindergarten, first and second graders, our primary kids, certainly take different kinds of assessments than our third, fourth, and fifth grade students would. And starting in third grade, our students all begin taking the MCA. That's the state of Minnesota test that all students will take in reading and math. Our kids starting in second grade also begin taking the MAP assessment or the NWEA assessment. Again, a standardized test that measures learning growth in both reading and in math. And then of course our younger kids also participate in an AIMS-Web assessment, and all of our kids at the elementary level participate in a BAS assessment. That's a lot of information, but please understand that all kids are not tested every day throughout the course of the day. Typically a testing session is about an hour at the most. And our teachers, of course, do a wonderful job in creating a safe, welcoming, positive testing environment to take any kind of anxiety students might have away from them. Please reiterate that message. If you do find that your students have some test anxiety, please let us know, because there's a lot that we can do here at school to clarify what these tests do and why they're important. Please know that these tests don't indicate whether or not a student is promoted to the next grade or as part of their report card at all, because they aren't. Again, these assessments allow us as educators to really understand, are we meeting our students' needs and what can we improve on as a school and as a school district. Now, what can you do as a parent? Well, there's lots of things that you can do. As I said, providing that reassurance, taking away that anxiety that may come along with some of the tests that we take is an important role that you play as a parent. Other important pieces that you can do: providing adequate sleep and rest at night, making sure that our kids are getting to bed early and on time so that they wake up refreshed and ready to go. Having a nutritious breakfast in the morning, or providing a nutritious snack for the day. Allowing those kids to get ready for the day, having that nutritious breakfast is important. Scheduling appointments around the school day so there isn't any interference in having kids having to make up some of the assessments that they might otherwise miss. All of those things play an important part in supporting our students and allowing them to do their very best. In Byron, we believe in ensuring that our kids become great students and also great people. In order to do this, we need a partnership with you. And we're asking, as we enter this testing season, that you do support us in supporting our children so that together we can provide the most optimal testing environment that we can. We've got a great school, and I know we're going to have a great end of our year. Thank you again for all that you do for our school, for your children, for our teachers. Have a great day. Be a star.